Hey everyone, I'm responding to Winwin's game of Truth or Dare Tag. So, Winwin asked me to answer 3 questions and nominate 5 people and make up another 3 questions to ask those 5 people. Okay, so the first question was, what do I think of the state of the current entertainment industry, including music, magazines, like, paparazzi photographs and movies? I think it's pretty crap. I'm sure a lot of people will agree. There doesn't seem to be an awful lot of choice at the moment, whereas I remember maybe 10 years ago there seemed to be a great degree of choice. You had a lot of, very experimental people happening at the time. People like Tori Amos and Björk, and rock bands, but then on the other side, if you're into like techno or dance music or R&B or just straight out 4/4 pop music, then you could have that too. Whereas at the moment, everything seems really slick and plastic and commercialized, and you used to turn on the radio and you could even listen to just normal commercial radio and hear some things that you liked, whereas I don't hear anything that I like. There might be a few tunes that I think, if I still went to clubs and things, I'd dance to this, but I'm not going to go buy the album, listen to it at home. It's not food for thought. It's not, anything that exciting. It's just the same crap rehashed over and over. It's like, ooh, baby, I want to have sex with you tonight, yeah. I mean, like, how exciting is that? It's not. So that's music. That's one of my, most important things that I want to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, and in terms of music, I mean, in this current state, will we ever see another 9 Inch Nails or Tool? I don't think so. I don't see anything at the moment. I see some interesting stuff coming out. There's some new interesting genres, but a lot of the music seems to just sort of be all the same. There doesn't seem to be any artistry to it. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Like artistry, like people who want to make a statement, to express like music as art. I don't see that much of that right now. I see a hell of a lot of pop music, and that's about it. But anyway, I'll stop talking about music. Look, Winter, you got me started. In terms of like paparazzi, like magazines and things, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it's any more ridiculous now than it was then, but I guess maybe it is, because when I was a teenager, and Winter, you're the same age as me, so you probably would relate to this. So when I was about, 15, I mean, you would get like a trashy paparazzi magazine, and they would have interviews from, or they'd be talking about, like people like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and Courtney Love, and Björk, and, even Trent Reznor got a mention. I mean, you'd have, or like you watch news, and like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses that said some ridiculous thing, and they were going on about it as if it was a serious news story. So I think things were better then than they are now. Now it's just bollocks. Yeah, and I mean, what the hell is with this Paris Hilton person? Why the hell am I supposed to care about this stupid woman? Well, what does she do? She does nothing except, have no self-esteem, and flash parts of her body at people. That seems to be all she does. She's got a lot of money. So what? A lot of people have a lot of money. I don't give a shit about them. And movies. Movies is probably where I haven't seen anything that amazing come out recently. Like, nothing has really tickled my fancy enough to actually go see it lately. But I have a pretty extensive DVD collection of things that, anything from probably the 60s till around now. And I think that good films are still coming out, which is very promising. And I also think that you can still get good films that aren't just about boy meets girl, blah, 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 blah. People take clothes off and then edit to the next scene, nothing happens. And it's really predictable. You can get art films still. You can get, like there are a lot of actors out there who are really good. And none of them are coming to mind right now. But oh well, that'll save me some rambling. Yeah. So I think the film industry is doing okay. A lot better than the music industry. There's a lot more variety in the film industry than there is in music. Music is pretty bland right now. In terms of TV and radio, I listen to the radio in taxis, and I have had my TV turned off now for, I reckon it's been about 9 months. It went on once after the Australian election, because my partner wanted to watch Kevin Rudd talk about something, but then we were just like, and we turned it off. And it's fantastic. I mean, I know I'm still looking at a different box. It's a different box, but I'm watching you guys. It's user-created content. It's way better. Way more interesting. And I mean, I know they brought out reality TV trying to go for, I guess, that kind of thing, but they didn't get it because they still have to get, like, people to advertise and things. And advertisers don't want to be, have their picture up next to me while I'm talking about whatever weird shit I'm talking about. Because, I'm not going to sell Pepsi Cola, am I? People aren't going to go, oh, wow, I look heaps like that chick if I drink the Pepsi Cola. I'm going to get some. Woo! Because I'm a real person. I'm not a complete fantasy created by the media. Okay, so that's that question answered. It only took like 7 minutes. Scariest thing I ever did. There's 2 things that's kind of come in even, but I've had to choose one because I am still talking. I would have to say the first day of my current job was pretty damn scary. I went from working from home by myself all the time, and I went into complete social seclusion as well during that period too. So I went from complete social recluse, working from home, to a person who teaches other people. It teaches adults. I provide, like, training to people. That's what I do. I stand up in front of people and talk to them and advise them and things. So I went from one day sitting at home by myself to the next day standing up in front of a bunch of people I'd never seen in my life and talking. And, as well as being the scariest thing I've ever done, I think it is the best thing I ever did. I'm very proud of myself for having done that. And as for the throat lozenge question, well, Winter, if I had to be a throat lozenge, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than your throat. Okay, so my questions are... so I don't have to impersonate Tom Cruise, which is really lucky, because I don't know how the hell I would do that. My questions are, for the people I've tagged, and I've broken the rules. I've gone for more than 5 people, but that's because I couldn't stop at 5. There's so many people that I thought were going to come up with really interesting responses, so I had to grab them all. Okay, so, for the first question, what aspect of your personality is your favorite? Because I think people focus too much on the way they look all the time, and I thought I would really delve in a bit deeper, because it's really what matters in the end. And number 2 is, what is the biggest load of bullshit you've ever heard in your life? And number 3 is, describe your spiritual beliefs in 2 words. And if you refuse to answer one of these questions, you must eat a carrot seductively. So I've put everyone's names in the... Hang on, is it that way or this way? I don't know. I put everyone's names in the description area, so you're all tagged.